I wanted them a little bit longer, and they look great. Now we're going to talk about this little poplin tunic. It's your yarn dye stripe button front poplin tunic on a clearance, $49.99. Your 3 easy payments on this one, $16.66. It's A64993. That's the item number, and beautiful colors. Only 3. This one here is purple.
Beautiful.
Purple's my favorite color, so I love that one.
Is that right? I'll remember that.
That's green.
Love the green.
And then look at the blue.
And you notice it has a little bit of thread work.
I love that, right there on the shoulder.
Yoke. That is really wonderful, just in the front and the back. It sort of frames the yoke. It has a little bit of that thread work on the back as well. So it's a striped tunic top that's kind of inspired by a man's shirt, but has a fitting and a woman's curves taken into consideration. It has these wonderful gold buttons, wonderful cotton spandex fabric that I absolutely love. And then, darlings, it has a pocket. So it has this little pocket. So I know a lot of women who buy a kind of tunic-y shirt like this think of it as not just a top to stand alone by itself, but also as a little shackety piece to wear over a tank top or a t-shirt. And so, like, consider it done with the pockets. I mean, that is like attitude. Also, it's wonderful. You can put things in there like little money or little lip gloss or whatever it is you want to use for that day. So I just think that's a smart thing to add to a shirt. Also, it has this wonderful, if you button it all the way up, it kind of acts as this wonderful split, little Henley or something, right?
Yeah.
And then it buttons all the way through, so it's easy as pie to get on and off. It's long sleeve. It has this wonderful functioning cuff with 2 buttons that you either wear, like sort of you could either wear it as like a little knuckle length kind of a situation, or you could fold it back like a little French cuff idea.
Yeah.
I just think that is sensational. It too has the little gold buttons, which I love these gold buttons. I think they're so pretty.
They are pretty.
I know. And I love the way they correspond to the gold buttons down the front.
Really upscale.
That's just really good.
It's a tunic length. So we have them in 2 inseams for you. Petite is 28 1/4 to 34 1/4, and then the regular is 29 1/2 to 35 1/2. Extra small to 5X. You're saving over $32
so wonderful
off.
And listen, darling, I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but if you were wearing this shirt under your sweater with the short sleeve, I would be insanely happy with it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
Or if you were wearing this under a jean jacket or under that little hoodie that we showed earlier. I know we think of this as a layering piece to go over a tank top or over a little t-shirt, which, by the way, please do. But in the colder, when it's April and May, maybe you want to wear this under, like a little puffer vest that we do. We do these wonderful clubhouse puffer vests that are just great. And I think that was one of the things that Julie was saying she bought too, right?
And Michelle looks great.
She looks great. By the way, come on, scraped back bun.
Hello.
Come on. Marcel really, she transforms. Her hair really transforms. She's like a completely different woman. Any way that she wears her hair is like, now she's that woman.
She goes from curly girl to that nice slick back.
Unbelievable. It's like sophisticated lady.
5'9". She wears an extra small in her top. Beautiful. Right? Just clean, put together. The stripes, I like the size of the stripes.
Me too.
I think that's always a big thing with women and when we wear stripes.
And I love that it kind of, you have the length of the stripe in the body, and then it goes in the opposite grain for the plaque.
Yes.
That's a very pretty kind of classic, almost like a vintage touch to it.
Yeah, really nice.
I love that. And she looks cool, and she's got those layered necklaces underneath. She has her hat. She's literally left for the entire day. Like this is one of those days where you like go on the boat and you have a swimsuit in your bag. That little bag has a swimsuit in it because that's who she is, right? That little tiny little bag has a swimsuit.
Well, it must be a tiny swimsuit in that bag.
Tiny swimsuit. Because it's a private boat she's going on.
Okay, it's a private yacht. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Colors again. Here it is in the blue, which I think is so pretty. That's the one that Michelle has on in the regular length. There it is in the green.
Is amazing.
Look at that.
Just with white jeans with green. Oh, so
gorgeous.
Good. Over like some little white tank top, like a great little, we have an incredible tank top.
Yeah, the white tank top will be nice on that one. And then purple. I'm a big purple girl.
I'm crazy for that.
And as you can see, tunic length. So look, it's longer in the back than it is the front.
Completely
wonderful. So you are getting coverage there. See that? So that's really nice. And then you have that gorgeous little stitching detail right here along the back.
You know?
See that?
I keep talking about layering things, and
yeah.
I think we should just show, this is in the show, coming up a little bit later. It's this wonderful tank top. I mean, you can't go wrong. What about that?
Oh, that looks great.
That's cotton modal span and this wonderful kind of little rib with this beautiful little lace trim. So, you know, listen, if I had a nickel for every time I said a tank top or a sleeveless top, right? And that is just wonderful.
They're perfect layering pieces.
Wonderful, absolutely.
And we need them. Here, put this.
We really do need them, yes. But like, look how that looks. Right, just that little bit of lace peeking through. That's coming up a little later in the show.
Look how pretty that would be.
That would just be
love,
such a
love,
pretty
love,
thing.
love, love that.
Totally.
All right, so that's the blue. Don't wait on that one. That gorgeous green,
that blue.
and then of course the purple. On a clearance price, you're saving $32 off. There is no reorder. So once this little tunic is gone, it's out of here. So don't leave that one in your cart. Please complete your purchase. A649993, that's the item number 4, that button front poplin tunic.
There's nothing more classic than a men's shirt.